Welcome to Lake TV's High School Football Coaches Show, the last football coaches show of the year, brought to you by our great friends at COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, also brought to you by SRG Financial Advisors, our Veterinary, Surdike Yamaha, Polylift Boat Lifts, and Rough Water Docks. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, it's Coach Jeff Shore. With us for the last time. I'm so sad we're not going to get to do this again next year.
I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure. It's been great getting to know you, and you guys do a fantastic job. And just thank you for all the coverage you've given to the Lakers.
Oh, well, thank you for letting us do this, because it's a joy for us. Anytime you get to do a coach's show a week before Thanksgiving, you know something went right.
That's right. We're sitting out here and it's cold, and that's a good thing. I always say it's good to be around when the leaves are down, and so. You know, we made it long enough that we've almost got to Thanksgiving, so that's always a good season for sure.
Absolutely. So the district championship game against Lebanon, a team you beat by 17 a month early, and then it was just a night where nothing went right for you. I mean, I think there were 3 or 4 drop touchdown passes, and just things never got going.
Yeah, we just couldn't quite get it, like you said, get it going. You know, coming out of the first game, they had a lot of yardage. They had 410 total yards. We had 412. So you knew from a coaching standpoint that you knew it was going to be a pretty even type deal.
Yeah.
You know, and you needed some breaks. And we just, you know, they put the ball on the ground a few times. We couldn't come up with it. And on the inverse, you know, we just couldn't seem to buy a break. You know, so sometimes it's not your night. Man, I'm super proud of our guys. It's been unbelievably great. I mean, really great season. They did the community proud, and their parents and their fans, the students. They really got after it, and like I said, unfortunately, it just wasn't our night.
Yeah, absolutely. It really was a great season. I mean, 9-2 is amazing. So, how did the kids take it? I mean, it's tough because they had expectations of maybe winning states, and then it all kind of comes crashing down.
It's always hard, but you know, when you get into it, there's only one team that's going to be happy at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know, you're always going to end with a loss, or you're going to win it all, and we certainly had plans for that, and our kids are definitely disappointed. I mean, that's tough. You put in all your heart, time, and effort, you know, into it, and you fall short, and feeling like we had a legitimate chance. So it's hard, but you know, they did a good job of understanding that it was a really good season, and you know, they played it for all it was worth. And sometimes you do that, and it doesn't come out your way, but you know, it sure beats not laying it on the line, you know what I mean? So they laid it on the line, and so, you know, if you never lay it on the line, you never know. So I'm really proud of them. Just a really fun year, and I really thought they played hard. You know, had a really great attitude, really humble kids, and really internally everything was always solid. You know, no issues on the team, and those guys really stuck together. So when you got that, you know, it's been a really good season.
Well, and something else that makes it so special was you got to coach your son, Bear, in his senior year and his junior year and all that. Special memories there.
Oh, man. Chris, so many.
Yeah.
You know, just I think more than anything, just grateful. You know, grateful that I was able to get to do that. You know, that's not the only reason I coach, but it was certainly an added bonus to get to coach my kids, you know.
Yep.
And I was really proud of Barry. He took it on. There's a lot of pressure there in that situation, you know, especially the position he plays and what we demand out of the quarterback. And he just battled it. He was a warrior all year long. And, you know, that was the funnest thing to watch. It's just knowing that he really, you know, gave it his all on that. So it was a really fun year, and I'll take time to reflect on it, you know, starting about right now, really.
Yeah,
you know? But it was, like I said, and just proud of the whole team. You know, I hate for the folks to be on me or him, you know, just really proud of the whole team. They really gelled and played well.
Absolutely. Okay. It is the COMC High School Football Coaches Show, our last football coaches show of the year. We've got basketball coaches shows coming up for you here in a couple weeks. We're talking with Jeff Shore as he gets ready to retire. We'll be back with Coach Shore right after this. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Lorry. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Purchasing a boat is a pretty big investment, and when you purchase a Rough Water dock, you're protecting that investment for years to come. Rough Water Dock has been your trusted dock builder at the lake for over 30 years, specializing in custom docks that are built to withstand the rough waters of the Lake of the Ozarks. Rough Water is a full-service dock builder offering commercial construction, dock additions, swim docks. They're Amarin certified and fully insured. Rough Water Dock, the peace of mind you want and the protection you need.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Football Coaches Show, the last football coaches show of the year. Last coaches show with the man, the myth, the legend, Jeff Shore, as he gets ready to head into retirement. So has it hit you yet that you're done coaching, no more coaching?
Yeah, I'm just such a fortunate spot. And I've said this in a lot of our conversations, but, I didn't want to be done until now, and this was the right time for me. I don't feel like that that would be the best thing for the Lakers if I continued on. I think it's time for some new blood, and some new things that I think that'll hopefully keep igniting the spark, for the Lakers, those kind of things. But at the same time, I wasn't ready to be done yet. It was just the perfect timing. I knew that this was it for me. So, sometimes things work out really well, and I've been super fortunate. So. It's hit me, and it's just right.
Well, as you look back at this last season, is there a game or a play that sticks out that you'll remember about your last year?
Well, that's a great question. That is a really good question. I think that the comeback against Kickapoo, we're down 21-3.
Yep.
The kids just kept fighting, and I thought that was a really big one there. I thought our first Lebanon game, we came out and really played really well and beat a really good ball club, as you saw,
Yeah.
So, that was a real good one. I think going down to West Plains, West Plains has been pretty good here for the last 6 or 7 years, had a real good run of talent going to their place, and winning it on the road and facing some adversity was good. And then mainly just the times, the times in the locker room and just what a great attitude these guys had. So it was nothing but a lot of fun in my, last go around. So, I'm grateful to all those people and the parents and the fans, and it's just been a fantastic ride. Like I said, nothing but love in my heart for the Campton Lakers.
Absolutely. So moving forward, are you going to try to distance yourself from the Lakers to not get in the way, or are you going to try to like help out and be a part of it, or what can you do?
No, I'll distance myself. I'm going to be the biggest fan there is, but. I mainly sell some real estate with my wife, Shore to Shore Realty. I'll give her a little plug right there.
There you go. There's one of the shores right there.
And help her out with her business and give me time to take care of my family and chase my kids around and do those kind of things. But come Friday nights at 7 o'clock, I'll be tightly glued to whatever the Lakers are doing, But I'll stay clear of all of it. My dad did that for me when he retired. I think that's the right thing to do, to let the next guys really do what they need to do and let them have the best opportunity to be their best self on that. So, but I'll be watching close.
Absolutely. Okay, and we are going to next week. We're going to do a special coaches show with Coach Shore and his family. Right, your wife, your kids, kind of look back over your coaching career, their thoughts. And some of their favorite memories of your coaching, some of your favorite memories, and I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun.
Hey, that'll be neat. My family are huge Laker fans. They've grown up with it. My daughter Sophie, Bo and Bear, and then of course Stacy has been such a good wife, coach's wife. So it'll be fantastic to do that. I appreciate you guys doing it.
Yeah, there might be a few tears shed there. So coming up next, we're going to go across town over to Osage, talk with Indians coach Shannon Jolly, as their season just came to an end as well.
While the financial services industry for years has focused on products, pricing, and performance, or things we refer to at SRG as the how, our focus for our clients has always been around their why. And without fail, over all these years, those whys have centered around family, occupation, and recreation. Think legacy issues, retirement, or achieving a work optional lifestyle, and checking off those important things on that recreational bucket list. Our foundational approach remains a focus on the things that matter most to our clients and the things that together we can control. And where those two things overlap, that's where we live and work every day. That's SRG Financial and the mile marker formula.
Polylift boat lifts. Boaters everywhere have relied on Polylift boat lifts to raise their boat up and out of the water time and time again. Polylift boat lifts are made of the finest materials and offer a lifetime warranty on the tanks. Stop by Polylift and see the huge selection of wet steps, water toys, and dock accessories. You can even shop online at polylift.com. Polylift boat lifts. You know what they say.
We got time to build boat lifts. We build Polylifts.
And welcome back to Lake TV's High School Football Coaches Show. We're here at the School of the Osage, home of the Indians, and it is our final Coaches Show of the year with Coach Shannon Jolly. Man, that was a great season. That was a roller coaster season. First 3 games losses, then you win 7 in a row. That was, boy, you just got a little bit of everything this year.
Yeah, I think, in the short amount of time to process it, it's just, it was fulfilling. And something I'm going to be proud of, for the rest of my career, knowing that this group of guys, I don't know the history of all of it, but I know, that they hadn't won a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about this senior group of guys specifically. So to find out that they haven't had a whole lot of success and then to finish, the season with a winning season and a chance to play for a district championship is something I'm really proud of.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like that Reed Springs team was really good Friday night in the district championship game. You took an early lead, and then they were able to overcome that.
Yeah, I think I can't speak for their coach, but from the film we've watched, which is hats off to them, they played the wheels off, and that's what you want at this time of year.
Yeah.
So I think we got their best football, unfortunately, and unfortunately for us, we didn't play our best football. But our kids worked hard, and I'm proud of our effort.
You had a plan when you came in 2 years ago to build this program, and I would think with what you accomplished this year, the way you started, slow start, then you win 7 in a row, you took a big step forward.
Yeah, we did. I just challenged everybody to still be patient because, in my mind, after doing this for almost 30 years, there's really a 4-year plan that I have in my mind. Now, to be 2 years into it and playing for a district championship was a blessing, and it did take a huge step forward. But in fairness to all the other players, the development process is still in place, and I'm not saying it's going to be good, bad, or indifferent next year. I'm just saying, this year was a little unique.
Yeah.
To be that much better in 2 years and to put the pieces together. But that goes back, first of all, to our coaching staff, and second of all, to those senior group of guys that were committed to winning this year.
Absolutely. And you got guys like Hunter Graber, and he was really kind of a star receiver when you came in. He's such a good guy, such a great team player that the offense changes, but he doesn't mope around or anything. He makes the key blocks on the outside that scored a lot of touchdowns this year.
It's funny you brought him up because we had our banquet yesterday, and we talked about that, and we talked about with him. I said, when the guys from Lake TV and the guys from the radio station are talking about your blocking and your selfless play, then I know that we're doing the right thing. He's a guy that got recognized in our conference meeting as an all-conference receiver and did not have any of the statistics that were shown with some of the other receivers because I think people know. But you said it. The cool part about Hunter, and really a lot of guys, is they accepted their role and didn't complain. It's not always perfect, but to have players on your team like that changed the landscape of everything, and that's why it was so much fun to win.
Absolutely. Who were the young men that you saw grow in a big way this year that you're just so proud of?
Well, I tell you, guys like Eric Hood, even Connor Vaughn, to come in and start at quarterback his senior year and be playing defense most of the time before some of those guys, and Eric just stands out to me about some of his maturity and some of his output of his teams. And that's not even on a performance standpoint, as you mentioned, just on growth. I mean, we've had a lot of kids, and him and Connor, I think, are two that stand out to me that I think when we first met and we got together, it was like, man, I don't know how this is going to go.
Right.
And then for them to be in such a great place. And Paul Bird is another senior that wasn't a starter and didn't get all the recognition, but some of the things that they accomplished in between, the playing field and outside of it were something I won't forget.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so we're here at Osage, home of the Indians. They won 7 in a row, made it to the district championship game, come up short there. And this is our last coaches show of the year. We'll continue chatting with Coach Shannon Jolly right after this. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Loring. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Loring. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission. And welcome back, home of the Indian School of the Osage here on your high school football coaches show with Coach Shannon Jolly. So anytime we do our last coaches show the week before Thanksgiving, you know you did something right. You won a lot of games, made it to a district championship. As a coach in your position, high school, you lose the seniors, and you really don't really get to coach them ever again. Is that kind of a sad thing or is that a happy thing?
No, I don't know if sad's the point. It's exciting for me, and I told them at the banquet, I can't wait to see what they're going to do in 10 years. A lot of people say that. I mean, but it's real. These guys, I got a phone call back from Brandon Gould, who's an alumni for here, and he was a first-team All-Stater, and he called me the other day. He stood up in my wedding with me. He played for me, and he just had his first son, a couple weeks ago, and to get that call. So it's not sad for me after you've been around for a while. The cool part is you understand that their career as a high school football player is going to be minimal compared to your relationship and watching them, from here on out.
That is such a cool relationship. It's almost, a father figure in a real way. It's a lifelong thing, isn't it?
It's just I always say now, after I understand it's more just supplementing stuff. Like I said, everybody's got great dads and great grandparents and all that stuff. It's just, but I think even with my own daughters, I can only hope that there's youth pastors, there's teachers, coaches that are going to help because I don't think I'm perfect enough to do it all by myself. And I think that's what it was intended. I think that was what sports were intended for a long time ago, before all of the technology and the social media stuff hit, is just adding to that process of growing up.
Yeah, absolutely. The winning and the losing blows it out of proportion sometimes, that's for sure. And now in the off season, you just don't go home and go to bed all the time. You stay busy in the off season, getting the team ready for next year and doing things like your Next Man Up program, which is pretty special. That all continues on. Yeah,
I'm excited. I like the off season. Not the part of losing, but getting started again. The process, it's a new challenge, and everybody has winning expectations here and now, and we want to fulfill those. And like I said, just about 20 minutes ago, I was on the field taking the pads off the blocking sled. So there's always something to do if you want to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a game that sticks out to you this year when you just flash back over the year? Was it maybe ending the losing streak, beginning the winning streak against Eldon, or the playoff win, or is there one of those games that sticks out?
A lot of our seniors talked about the California game, and probably the coolest part was Ryan King's interception. He had a pick six, And if you know Ryan, he's one of the most humble kids we have on the team, doesn't say much. And to watch him reach up and get a one-handed pick and then take it back for 6, and we're watching film the next Saturday morning, and everybody's, oh my gosh. And then Coach Tenius, I think, is the one that brought reference to it. He goes, watch the sideline. And all of a sudden our sideline erupts, and they're running down there. We're past the 25 and probably could get a penalty. And I think that was significant for me, because then it was like, now we've got everybody engaged.
Yeah.
Now everybody, it's whether it be Ryan King or Jackson Funderburk or whoever, it's about us and not just about me or him. And so that one sticks out, and I think Coach made a good point of bringing that out to our kids. So that one really sticks out.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. It's Coach Shannon Jolly. And Coach, we thank you so much for your time this year, every moment. And we thank all of our sponsors too. This is brought to you by COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, also SRG Financial Advisors, our veterinary, Sir Dyke Yamaha, Polylift Boat Lifts, and Rough Water Dock.